So, joining me in the studio next, Kaytee Watson. She's the executive director of the Lradac'S Foundation.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes.
We are Lradac'S, and that is something you'll be seeing out all over the place, billboards, radio, what have you. But we've been around for 40 years.
Wow.
And we were formerly the Lexington Richland Alcohol and Drug Abuse Council.
Okay.
Where you get Lradac'S.
Gotcha.
But we're kind of like ESPN now. We just go by Lradac'S.
Okay.
And what we do is we provide prevention, intervention, and treatment for individuals in Lexington and Richland counties struggling with substance misuse.
And you know what? You're also having Rock for Recovery. This is a benefit concert that's coming up, I understand, on September 26th. And can you tell us a little bit about what your goals are for that?
Absolutely. So, the Lradac'S Foundation is a subsidiary of Lradac'S. So what we do is we raise support, monetary support for families and individuals that get services at Lradac'S. Mm-hmm. Money is the number one barrier, and we're going into year 5 of Rock for Recovery. And what we've noticed was that the awareness piece was there, but the fundraising piece wasn't. So we also knew that it's kind of our turn to step up and make a change and be a leader in the community and start creating a safe space for people in recovery. And I think a big part of that is creating entertainment where they can go and enjoy themselves without feeling the pressure of a drink.
Okay.
Or
and having that temptation.
Absolutely. Because certainly that they deserve to have as much fun as the rest of us, but you could see why one would be uncomfortable in that setting. So Rock for Recovery came about. Elliott Davis is our presenting sponsor. They were a huge help to make this thing happen. Alpha Media, I'm here with you today, but I mean, behind the scenes, Alpha has been such a big supporter. And what we've been able to do is bring Sister Hazel, platinum selling band, to Columbia, South Carolina for this event. I mean, who would have thought in year 1?
So awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so Ken Block is in recovery himself with Sister Hazel. Jen Sonnefeld of Hootie will actually be there as a special guest. He's in recovery as well. So I really think it's going to be a powerful night, but it's just going to be a lot of fun and dancing and music and auction items and food. So.
And tell us about tickets. How can people get tickets for this?
Absolutely. If you go to recovery.eventbrite.com, you can get your tickets. They're $40. 100% of that ticket goes directly to patients through our Recovery Scholarship Fund. This is key to really being able to make an impact on the community as a donor. Number one barrier to treatment is money. And if we can get people access, that's what we're going to do with Rock for Recovery.
Yes, yes. And tell us a little bit on the back end for people who need help. How do they access your services?
Absolutely. So at any point in time, someone can call 803-726-9300 or Lradac'S.org, LRADAC.org. Any way you spell it, you'll find us on Google. But we do an open walk-in times Monday through Thursday. So if somebody needs us, they can come in from 8:30 to 3:30 and they'll be seen that day.
Okay. What are some of the warning signs or what symptoms should we be looking out for?
Absolutely. I think that whenever substance use starts to interrupt your life, your daily activities, you know, you may not be going into work anymore. You may see your child as kind of becoming less social or just exhibiting a very swift change in personality. I think that's time when you have a discussion, and I think that we need to be open to having discussions and not being worried or scared because the resources are there. But just asking and evaluating, am I starting to drink because I had a hard day, or am I maybe using another substance that was to replace something that was prescribed for me? What are we using those substances for is really what needs to be looked at.
Okay, so sort of a self-evaluation, but sometimes we're not honest with ourselves. But
absolutely.
How about somebody who might be from the outside looking in?
Yeah, I think it's really hard on those people from the outside looking in because a lot of times if you aren't educated in the field, you're not quite sure what you're looking for.
Right.
But I usually say if there's signs there and you feel concerned, that's when you need to act. And I think that calling us to get some advice on how to approach that is a good way to start. Again, 726-9300. We're here to help. But that person has to be willing to receive that, and that person has to be willing to come in on their own account.
True.
To really be successful in their recovery.
Right. Again, Rock for Recovery, the benefit concert coming up on September 26th, featuring platinum selling artist Sister Hazel. And where is it going to be?
It's going to be at Central Energy. That's at 2030 Gregg Street. It's right behind Segra Park in the new Bull Street district.
All right. And tickets on sale now through Eventbrite.
Eventbrite. Rock, the number 4, recovery.eventbrite.com.
All right. Kaytee Watson, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Koko.